Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to HiJynx as we are playing as the Netherlands. So in the last episode, we made about a year and 10 months, so pretty good time for the first episode. Before we get started in this one, I would like to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas to any of you who celebrate it. I personally don't celebrate it, and I know a lot of people are going to ask why, because I mentioned this in the CK2 series and had a bunch of people asking why I don't. Just real quickly, so that I don't have to reply to as many comments about it. I don't celebrate it for multiple reasons. One, I'm not Christian, so I don't really have the religious reasons to celebrate it. I don't have any traditions of doing so. As a kid, we were really poor. I can't state just how poor we were. And so, yeah, we didn't have the money for like Christmas presents and stuff. So we only did Christmas like twice when we happened to participate in those programs that, give you toys and stuff for the poor kids. So yeah, just never celebrated as a kid. So don't really have that tradition of doing so. And then also, I just don't like the holiday. I just think it's over commercialized, and I don't know. I just don't like it. So yeah, I don't celebrate Christmas personally. But for all those who do, I hope you are having a fantastic holiday. And I did want to have a holiday episode up. One, because I know some people, might not be doing anything but chilling today, like we're going to be doing. Or like I'm chilling today, but on, because I'm recording this on Tuesday, but on Christmas, I'm actually going to be working all day. I took all the shifts at my work so that I can work the entire day and get that beautiful holiday pay and overtime, because I'm working, God, I don't even know how many hours it's going to be. I guess it depends on how many people come in to the hospital. So yeah, it's going to be a very long shift, so I'll get overtime pay. I'm going to get holiday pay. It's beautiful. So I do that so that everybody can, have their Christmas off, but also because I really like that time and a half pay, because it's pretty much the only time I get a decent wage. So I'll be working all that day. However, there will be an episode of this series on Thursday. We're not going to have any other videos up on Thursday, more than likely, because I am working all day on a Wednesday. But this series, I'm going to record two. I'm going to record one now and one right after, so that we can have a video on Thursday, since it is a new series. So I did want to let you guys know that, since we're going to say in our other series that we're not going to have any other videos on that Thursday. I hope everybody has a fantastic holiday, whichever one you happen to celebrate. So yeah, let's go and jump into it. We're going to start out by making ourselves a ship to build. We don't really have much dockyards. We have three. One of them's being used for repairs right now. The other two are into convoys. We'll keep one into convoys, and then we're going to just build a light cruiser ship. I don't even know if we'll get it built in time for the war, but I don't want to just build convoys, and we really could use a more modern light cruiser. We don't have the modern destroyer tech yet, and we're not going to be researching any naval techs anytime soon either. It's just not going to be a priority. So what we're essentially going to do is just get this one light cruiser with whatever tech we have, and then we probably won't be upgrading them anytime soon, just because of the fact that we're going to be short on tech slots. Obviously, can't be spending time researching the naval techs when really the British and the Americans should kind of take care of that for us. As far as what we're going to do here in the top, this is going to be because we just don't have the dockyards to build like multiple kinds of ship types as we do like with America, the British. What we're going to have to do with this playthrough is just kind of make our cruisers good at everything, or not good at everything, but I should say adequate at everything. Be able to just attack whoever we need them to attack at the time. So let me just change this up here real quick. We'll change them up to, I guess we'll call them an attack cruiser, though they won't be like our typical attack cruiser. We're going to give them depth charges, since we're going against the Germans, so it would be good to be able to sink submarines with this ship. They're not going to have a high submarine attack, but they'll be able to deal with them at the very least. We're going to get torpedo launchers so that we can deal with capital ships if we need to. At least we'll be able to attack them anyways, because we're not going to have any heavy attack, obviously. And then we're going to get anti-air, because here in the European theater, if we use a light cruiser, which I don't plan on using it here, but if we did, the Germans fly across all these sea zones, and you typically bomb your ships, especially if you go over here into this sea zone, which that is the Eastern North Sea. So I typically have problems with the Germans there. So we would want anti-air in that case, but most importantly, because we're going to be sending these guys to the Pacific, we're going to need them to deal with the Japanese carriers, their carrier planes. So we'll get those as well, and one more light cruiser battery to make sure that light attack is high as possible. We are not going to get the fire control. That only increases it by 0.5, and that's for 60 production. I just don't think it's worth it for a 0.5 attack when we already have production issues. So this is how we're going to leave it as. So this is how it's going to look, guys. We've got the historical light cruisers for the names, and then for our names over here, for the class, it's going to be the attack cruiser 2-A, 2 because this is the second light cruiser, and A because this is our first variant. And that looks good for just something basic, guys. And we can't save it. Oh, we had to have the fire control system in this. Okay, I didn't realize that. I thought we didn't have to have that. Because, yeah, okay. I didn't realize that. Well, it looks like we have to have it. So that's unfortunate. Little extra production for a very small amount of attack. All right, then. We'll get it then. And we're going to go ahead and get those producing right now. And we're just going to put, and we will go ahead and have these guys building right here. And we're just going to put one dockyard into them. Because that's, what we could do is, I guess, put the second dockyard when it finishes repairing. And so essentially we'll get it in February 1941. That's what just one dockyard. With the second dockyard, it would be done in August 39. So yeah, we might actually get it before the war starts, maybe. Depends on when Japan attacks. All right, so I think we're good to go. Nope, one more thing to do. I did change up the colors over here, guys. But what we're gonna do, we could go and assign the general here. And I don't see any reason not to. Man, I'm kind of torn here because I kind of want to get the skilled staffer. What traits does he have? Okay, nothing that really would affect this too much. However, his defense is much higher. His attack is higher. Yeah. Just about everything is higher, essentially. Okay, but he's got the skilled staffer. That's the reason why I wanted to assign him. We're going to go with him for right now. It's such a small amount for the defense, though. You know what? We'll get it up. It's fine. We'll go ahead and make him General Petrus B. our commander. And we are going to go ahead, and this is the main reason why I wanted to do this. I wanted to get a field marshal. Now we're going to lose this field marshal. He gets removed, one of the national focuses that we have. However, what I want to do is see if would we keep the entrenchment, the max entrenchment, after he leaves, because we'll already have the entrenchment. So I wonder if you get to keep it. Probably not. It probably gets removed. There's no reason not to spend this, this little bit of command power that we have, since we're not doing anything with it anyways, to go in and get the max entrenchment up, and we'll see if they get to keep it or not. Once they get up to that max entrenchment, and then we remove him as a field marshal because, again, we'll just put all these guys in here for right now, because again, you don't get to keep them. We'll just have to see if we get to keep that max entrenchment or not. Probably not. I assume it would be removed. I guess we'll see. All right, so we're sitting at 15 divisions here. It's not quite enough. I'd like 18, so 3 for each province. And we also can get, oh yes, this is probably gonna throw me off until we can get this one here. Yeah, I need to just remember to peek at this and make sure we're sitting at 150 before I go looking in here. Because yeah, that's gonna notify us until we get one of those industrial concerns. Well, we got these guys trained up. Looks like this guy's done. Let's go and throw him into this army here. And let's go take a little peek over here. We're going to... I need to realize which template is which. Okay, so these ones are ours, and these ones are theirs. Got it. Okay. And this one has the engineer company. We're going to leave him to defend the capital here. So yeah, we'll leave him there. And we did knock out excavation. Excellent. And we are done with the industrial techs, aren't we? Yes, we are done for right now anyways. And we are getting the computing machine already because we had that bonus. So what I'd like to do, just kind of look through here real quick, make sure that is what I want to do. Yes, we're gonna go after the anti-tanks because we're gonna need these guys. I'd like to start getting them built, even if we don't have the experience to add them to our divisions just yet, which we don't. We need to get a bit more experience before we're gonna be able to add anything. Well, I mean, we have the 5 experience, so technically we could add them into the back. Because I'd like to get AA and ATs into our standard infantry divisions. Got trench warfare, excellent. Let's go ahead and get, you know what, we're gonna get the next one. We don't have the experience to speed it up, but we really need to get that defense by the time of the war, so we'll have to keep the investment in that. I think that is the best route to go. Somebody was bringing up the fact that, like, if we had gone with a superior firepower, then that would have made those anti-tanks and anti-air much superior, much higher attack, which would have been incredibly useful. I'm not saying that it wouldn't be. I think you could really make an argument for either, honestly. We did get that military factory constructed, and it looks like we finally got the infantry equipment situation dealt with as well. So that's awesome. So what we're going to want to do is go ahead and get these anti-airs starting to build here. We're going to put one factory into that. Oh, well, down here by pulling from the infantry equipment, put it into anti-air. So we can get those constructing, even though we won't add them to the divisions just yet. So we do have the military factory done. I'm not sure what I want to do with the land forts just yet. We are pretty far from the war here, so we won't build it yet. And also, I think there is some national focuses that reduce the cost of these. So yeah, I don't think we're going to get that yet. Let's just focus on military factories and civilian factories for right now. And we're going to put the military factories in Holland for obvious reasons. And we are going the Fortress Holland route in the national focus tree, where you can, and that was another reason for us to go with the concentrated industry, because the concentrated industry focuses on Holland, while the dispersed industry one, and I should just show you guys what I'm talking about for those that aren't aware. So we do have the research bonuses to get these, but I don't think we should get those right now. I mean, we get them in 40 days, so I guess there's that. And this is not the ahead of time penalty reductions here. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can go in and get these. And make sure that we have the encryption and decryption bonuses. It doesn't matter which one we go for first since we're not at war. And let's go ahead and modify our government. So we know we can't get them. We don't really need any of these. And so we're going to continue getting the stuff that helps the army out. So what we're going to do here is go ahead and get the army morale guy. So I don't think we should get the army maneuver, because you'll notice Isaac here is also that field marshal that we have. I thought I had signed. Oh, here he is, right here. So when he gets removed from here as well, and then Henry Winkleman gets unlocked. And he's the supreme commander. He's also the one who surrendered to the Germans. Finally sent in the surrender after the Dutch had been defeated. After I think it was like 6 or 8 days, something like that. Somewhere around the 6 to 8 days it took the Germans to defeat them. And they dropped paratroopers into here, bombed several key cities here, and he knew what it was and went ahead and surrendered. So yeah, the point is that we'll be getting him as the new supreme commander. So this guy will not be available no more. As you can see, he has not completed focus. Appoint new supreme commander. So it's absolutely useless spending the points to get him. So we could get him for the defense, but you know what, guys? We're just going to go division recovery rate, because well, obviously that one's already available, and while defense would be useful in the beginning here, it won't be useful later, while the recovery rate is useful forever. So what I wanted to show you guys here is what I'm talking about as far as getting this branch right here. So this branch right here is the kind of like Fortress Holland route, where you kind of just build up Holland rather than build up all of your states going down this route. And you notice that route does give the dispersed industry, while the other one gives the research bonuses for concentrated industry up here at the top. I don't think there's any more. No, it's just these two at the top. It's one research bonus. It's not huge, but obviously you don't want to get a research bonus for a tech that you're not going to get. All right, so we finished up the overturned military budget cuts. Not really all that impactful. It does give us some experience. We can kind of play around with our army here in a minute, but that does allow us to get quite a few different options here. So we eventually need to get this. Again, I mentioned that, but I kind of want to make sure that we have this, so that as soon as, if it's not there already, as soon as the world tension is high enough, which it is, we can go ahead and start getting these land forts that are unlocked. And then we also want to make sure we get this one as soon as possible. That removes the shell shock spectator of the Great War, which is the one that's making sure we don't have any manpower. So yeah, let's get this. That one is locked behind 15% world tension. Okay, so we must be, I can't see the world tension up there. We must be between 10 and 15. So yeah, let's go and get this, guys. And this one's also really important for flooding. Yeah, we're at 13% right now. Okay, let's see if anybody's done training. Nope. We'll take a look at our units here. These guys all have their equipment, so no reason not to go ahead and pump them out now. Get them into that training army there. This guy's now apparently done training. But he's still, yeah, he has all his manpower. All right, so let's go and take both these guys, put them into this army here. And I'm really considering moving one more over here, since I don't think we're going to get the 18 divisions otherwise. So you know what, let's move one more over here. And let's take a look. I guess we can move this guy into, he's fine. He's only lacking a little bit of experience. We could just put him into his own army if we wanted to train him up. And let's go ahead and get these guys kind of balanced out. So we currently have 2 over here. You know what? We'll leave 2 in the capital. Let me see how many ports we have that aren't protected yet. We have all the ports, the main ports that I want protected are currently protected as of right now. We have this really weak unit here. Yeah, he needs equipment. Okay, yeah, he needs a lot of equipment. All right, he's only at 53% fighting strength, so we want to get him that equipment. Taking a look at the equipment situation, we're getting short on infantry equipment. Artillery, we're doing really good on that because we haven't added that to any of our divisions. In fact, we want to do that now, don't we? We want to go ahead and add some stuff to our divisions. So we'll play around with our division first, even though I know we don't have any of these out here. I mean, I guess you could make an argument for improving this division first, considering the fact that this is what we have out there. But you know what? We do have these guys along the front here. I think we have 8 of them. Yeah, 8. So yeah, we'll improve them. Let's go and get them the artillery first, and that'll give us that. That'll be 10 experience. And then we could go ahead and I want to add a new line here of artillery. And we would have to remove one of the infantry. Oh yeah, we gotta get those bicycle battalions eventually too. So we'll move one line of the infantry, and that'll be all of our experience right now. And it's gonna drastically increase our soft attack as well. And eventually we're gonna want to get one more artillery here, replace one of the infantry. And we'll probably also want to get an anti-tank and anti-air. So that'll replace 2 of these infantry. So we'll just remove this whole line here once we have the experience. All right, so let's go and do that. And that should use up those guns that we have. Yeah, we still actually have a few more. But again, once we get experience, we're going to want to add those to the colonial divisions that we have. So it'll be fine. Let's go and throw these guys into here now. And Austria has been annexed. And we got encryption. So we're going to get decryption now. Sure that we have those bonuses, though it does look like that's now going to take a lot longer. All right, well, that's a shame. I didn't realize we didn't have the 2 research bonuses. I thought we had 2. And we are short on steel, so we should probably trade for that from the French. Just try and help the French out wherever we can, because, you know, they have their issues. So I think we're good to go, right? Yeah, it looks like we're good to go. Let's go ahead and swing back over here and see how we're looking. I think we have 3 divisions here. So let's go and take like one of them, maybe one of the weaker ones. Send them over to here. Protect right there. Is that the biggest port that we have? No, that's the biggest port. But this is probably the most likely place they'll attack. And so I want to make sure all these ports are very well defended before we even think about protecting like Borneo or, you know, Papua or anything like that. So we did knock that out. We're not going to build those, but they're imperative for unlocking the field hospitals, which are very, very necessary considering the fact that we have very limited manpower as the Dutch. Of course, we don't have any manpower right now, and this is always going to mess me up, guys. But yeah, not until we get rid of this damn shell shock spectator of the Great War, which we could do, in fact, as soon as we knock this out. Excellent. So that's great. That'll allow us to actually start building our own divisions rather than relying on the divisions of the Dutch East Indies. And in fact, these guys are all done. Looks like they're doing pretty good on the equipment. It's only support equipment that they're lacking, which we can fill those in. So yeah, let's go and deploy all those. Yeah, that is great, guys. Yeah, they actually are building a lot of infantry equipment now. So let's go ahead and pump these out here. And yeah, that is nice. All right, fantastic news. Really getting the divisions done. I think we'll be able to send even more over here. In fact, we'll probably get the whole 18 here. Exactly what I wanted. 3 divisions for each province. And if we can get even more, then maybe we can defend that province. Now, 3 divisions for each province isn't enough, but what fortifications it should be. We got anti-tanks. Fantastic. We're in 1938 now. So we could go ahead and get some 1938 techs here, which I think we're going to do. Improved infantry equipment looks pretty good. I think that's what we'll be getting here in a minute. I'm going to just make sure that there's nothing else that I overlooked. No, we're good to go. Let's get the improved infantry equipment. All right, and also we finished up that military factory, and we need to get the anti-tanks building, so let's go ahead and do that. And we will, in fact, need we're going to need some motorized too, won't we? Yeah, we'll have to get some motorized eventually too, but we're fine with this for right now. And we're looking at 2 army experience. That's all we got, so we can't make any improvements. We can't add those anti-air, the anti-tank just yet. So let's go and get... I'm really tempted to go and start working on forts now, but man, yeah, we still have those penalties. So maybe we should get one more military factory, and then we'll work on the fortifications. Yeah, we'll do one more military factory, see how long this will take. We will get it in the 22nd of June. Yeah, so maybe after that, we'll get maybe just a couple forts, just in case, guys. They're currently working on synthetic rubber. And we did knock out that tech. So yeah, we'll be able to get this as soon as we get Germany as the greater threat. That builds out 1 coastal fort and 1 land fort. Okay, basically 1 land fort in several locations. Okay, awesome. So we're going to get that, and then we're going to get the war on pacifism, which is great. Super helpful. What does this one give again? Army experience, the doctrine bonuses, that would be really nice. And then, of course, changes up those political advisors and field marshals. Okay, we're going to get the Germany as the greater threat. And let them know that we are not going to be friendly to them. All right, so getting the experience up for these guys, and I do think we will be sending 2 more divisions over here. How many do we need to defend this adequately? So if I wanted like 2 divisions for every port with 1 extra one in the capital, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's about 13 divisions, which we currently have 14. So yeah, we could send 1 off, and yeah, we're building them so quickly as well that yeah, we should actually be pretty good to go. And I might go ahead and send. Well, we can wait. The war ain't starting just yet. We're okay, guys. In fact, we just got these 2 done, so we'll send them to the homeland. And that'll get us to the 18 divisions that I wanted to see. So now we'll try and work towards getting to the 24, a full army. That'd be 4 divisions in each province, and you know, obviously we could also extend over to here, which might be wise. It'd help the Belgians out. Germany's greater threat was knocked out already. I don't know if that was a quicker one. I don't know. Yeah, it was. Okay, it was a quicker one. It's a 35-day one. Okay, so that now puts the fortifications. Let me just take a look and see where we're fortified, because I didn't actually pay attention to that. 1 right there, 1 right there. Okay, so we have 2 forts here now. And then I think they built some forts back here somewhere. Perhaps not. Okay, I thought they did, but they didn't. Oh, right there. There's the other fort. Okay, so like a little backup here if we get pushed back. All right, so we got a few fortifications going. And let's see what the decisions available. Okay, this is just institute press censorship. We're not interested in doing that. Can now modify our government again. So let's go ahead and get, well, we could do the last military high command, though it wouldn't be beneficial to us. We're not doing the naval bombing. Yeah, we're not going to use that. So really not, none of these are actually beneficial. So we might just go with the Navy one. Yeah, I think we'll do the Navy one since there's no other option. Well, wait a minute. We have 5% war support. You know, I don't think that's enough to change to any of these just yet. No, not yet, unfortunately. Yeah, if we wanted to change early mobilization, if we wanted to waste the power, it would be 15% war support here for the economy law and conscription. If we wanted to go to like limited, that'd require 10% war support. We're only at 6. Okay, so not quite there, guys. How to change any of these up. So let's just get the Navy then. We'll get the Chief of Navy since I do hope to, and we're going to get the decisive battle. Because I do hope to eventually fight the Japanese in the seas. You know, obviously we're going to keep them in port for quite a while. Because yeah, I don't expect we'll be able to defeat them initially by ourselves. Let's go ahead and move these guys over to here now. And yeah, this is looking pretty good, guys. We're actually in a really good place. I think we will be able to move more divisions back home. But I do want to keep them here since, as I said before, I expect the war with Japan to kick off first. Oh, I don't have a national focus. Damn it. Oh, shit, we wasted like a month there. And we did get the political power, but we need the focuses first. So let's get the war of pacifism. So my bad. We wasted a little bit of time. And yeah, this will get us the manpower. And how long is this one? 70 days. Oh, we kept the progress. All right, excellent. It does save up like... I think it's like 15 days of progress, something like that. So yeah, we lucked out there. And it was only 10 days. I was thinking it was like a month. All right. Unless it's 10 days of progress that it saves. That could be the case too. I don't actually know. But the point is, we didn't lose as much as I thought we did. So they're working on Army Innovations 2. Let's take a look at the British. They're working on air defense. Just kind of keep our eye on the major powers. Anti-fascist diplomacy. Extra research slot here for Italy. We're not going to see anything too unexpected here, of course, because we have the... AI historical focus is on. We did get decryption. So we're done here for a while. Don't have to mess with these at all. Not close enough to 1939 yet for those. So let's go and get the other infantry tech here. I think that would be the best option. Could go and get something else here, but you know, we don't really have the experience for adding them, so there's no reason to push forward on those. So yeah, let's just get the support weapons too. And Indian National Congress triumphs in provincial elections. All right, so yeah, I feel like we should be able to get in a good position, just as good as a position as we did last time, despite having less time. So let's make sure we're trading with somebody that will actually help them. I guess we continue just doing the French. They always need factories. Yeah, we'll give it to the French. Try and give as many civilian factories to them as we can. We are now, again, short on infantry equipment. Just trying to see if, yeah, there's really nothing that we can pull from right now. Okay, is what it is. But I want to make sure that artillery production is at full speed. So we'll trade away the factory for now. And do we have the army experience? We do. So we could go ahead and add something to our armies. And let's go ahead and, well, no, these guys don't have the equipment yet, so we don't want to, no, we don't want to pump them out just yet. Let's just go and change these guys up. And if we add anything crazy to these divisions here, you know, AT, AA, then we would have to supply them. I highly doubt our puppet would supply that equipment for us. So you know what, let's just go ahead and get these for our division. And we're going to want to, let's go ahead and add the anti-tanks. I feel like those are going to be more imperative to have early. Though I think we do have more anti-air right now built up, but that's fine. We'll just go and get these guys first. And yeah, I think this looks good. Let's go and get the anti-tanks into there to get that heart attack up, since we will not be using armor, more than likely. Yeah, we just don't have the production for it. So it'll take a little while for the Germans to get armor, though. You see they have no armor along the line right now, and any armor they do have is probably on that Polish front. We got the improved infantry equipment. Excellent. So now I actually don't know what we're going to get next. Let's just take a look and see what would be the best option. You know, eventually we might want to get logistics because of the Asian theater. Logistics is always a problem. Could get a naval tech, but again, I don't really think that's a good use of our time. Eventually I want to get the planes, especially the naval bombers. I think those are going to be imperative against the Japanese. So we could go and knock those out real quick if we don't have any techs that aren't ahead of time, since we'll just be wasting anyways. Yeah, we'll be wasting the production anyways. Yeah, you know what? That's what we're going to do, guys. I don't see any reason to wasting the research, because we're getting that ahead of time penalty. And we know we eventually want to get the naval bombers, so let's get them now, rather than having to get them later. We're researching at very good speed right now, guys, for a minor power. I mean, minor power that's not really focusing on the air or the seas. That's a nice bonus there. So we did finish up that military factory. So I almost want to go ahead and just start getting a line of forts, just in case you know, we don't have time later. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Get just one line of forts along here, just to make sure we have them. And those don't take too long to build, the first level. Although, man, we still have that penalty, don't we? We do have the land construction speed, though, giving us that bonus. And when do we lose that one? I mean, it's fine. It's only a 10% bonus. But I did want to see when we lose it. Yeah, it's right here. Okay. You know what? We'll just build the first level of forts. And let's go ahead and get this military factory assigned to infantry equipment. Alright, but yeah, when you're minor power, like, every little thing you can do for efficiency is imperative. And you see that the Germans did pull their troops off of the front. Alright, so that's good to see. Have completely pulled off of the front. And they're more than likely going over to the Czech front. So we got the War of Pacifism. That'll start generating some manpower now, just a little bit, not much, but it'll help because it did remove that shell-shocked spectator of the Great War, and I think that had some other penalties too. Or did it? We still have it, and it's not removed just yet. Oh, it allows decisions to remove it. Okay, I thought it removed it. All right, well, we need the decisions anyway. So we can go after Fortress Holland to get the fortifications. But I really think we should go ahead and go with this next, so we can get those building. And getting the research bonus for land doctrine would be very helpful as well. And we need to get this, man, there's so many options. So many options. All right, well, let's go ahead and go with the, let's go with this one first. To remove that so we can build quicker. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do first. All right, so let's go and get that. And let's take a look at this decision that we have. Crack down on the pacifist movements. Let's see what these do. Should be, here we go, right down here. So crack down on pacifist movements. This is 25 political power, which we don't really have anything else to do with our political power anyways. As we saw, we just didn't have many advisors to get right now. So might as well use it here. So this will, of course, affect our stability, which is very, very high, and it generates war support, which is very low. So quite useful. So basically, yeah, give up the stability for the war support, and you also are going to have a change in democracy support. This results in communism support, and as well as many other penalties. But this one costs the most political power, but it's the best one. You also lose more political power up here, and since political power is not really that big of an issue, this is the one we're going to go with. And they all have the same weekly war support tick up as well. They all affect the modifier the same, so yeah, it's irrelevant. So let's go and get that, and I think it doesn't do it until we actually finish it up here in 60 days. So very good that we got that focus, so we can start working on it. We got the field hospitals, awesome. So let's go ahead and go with, I guess we're done here. Yeah, we're absolutely done here. I don't see us getting fighters just yet. Again, we're not going to put any production towards any of these planes, so essentially this is just preempting it more than anything else. And I almost want to just go for a 1939 tech at this point, even though we're, obviously it's not the most efficient thing to do. I kind of feel like we should go ahead and start getting it. Yeah, I think we're going to go after the industrial. I think that is the best way for us to go right now, is after these industrial techs. We'll go with the concentrated industry 3, and it does take a bit more time to get because of the being ahead of time. But you know what? There's just nothing else for us to get that I'm seeing here that would be helpful immediately in the war. We can focus on naval stuff and all that kind of good things later. Yeah, it's just not necessary. We need concentrated industry, man. Need to get that factory production up. Make sure that our factories are producing as much as possible. So yeah, 60 days is when we'll get that modifier tick down some. I don't remember how much it does it. Let me just take a look here. How many times we're going to have to do this. So recruitable population plus 10%. And I think it's at -50. So that would indicate that we have to do it 5 times. All right. That's unfortunate. That's going to take a while. These guys are done. Let's go ahead and put them into the army. And we're already at 12, which means we could bring some divisions over because, yeah, we have the 5 still training. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's bring 2 of these guys over here. And you know what? I deployed those without all their equipment, apparently. Oh, it was support equipment that they're lacking? No, they're lacking infantry equipment, too. Okay, I thought I had waited to deploy those. Maybe they lost it while training. So let's go and move them over here. We're at 20 divisions now. We are going to have to train these guys up, but we'll wait till we get closer to the conflict. Though the experience would be helpful, so I guess we could get them training. Briefly, I don't know how much that would actually impact things. You know what? Let's just train them. Train them, get the experience up. I know some of these guys don't need the experience. Some of these guys do, actually. So what we're going to do is let's get this guy trained, and then they'll stop. And then we're going to move these 3 into their own little training army here. We'll make them green and set them to train. All right, let's get them at full combat bonus for the training, and we do have free civilian factories. My bad. I should probably just assign. Oh, that's right. We were doing fortifications. We got the first level of fortifications done. Okay, fantastic. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and work on. Let's do one more fortification level across here. You know what? No. We'll do military factory because we have one more spot here. We'll get this on December 28th, and then after that, we really should start getting forts built up across the line. I'm looking to have up to level 5 fort across. Now, somebody said people getting level 10 fort. Man, I would love to, but God, it takes so long to get a level 10 fort across all the way across here. That takes a long time. I highly doubt we would get it done in time unless we started working on it now. And then we'd be so short on military factories that we'd have problems with equipment more than likely. And even then, I don't think we'd get it all the way done. So we just got this done. So we could go ahead and go after the next infantry equipment, which, I mean, obviously there's some benefits to that. But they do cost more production. So I think we should go with construction, since that's imperative that we have as good a construction speed as possible for building up stuff. So I think that's what we'll get. And Munich Agreement, and France and Britain announce their alliance. So France is now in the Allies as expected. And we have cracked down on the pacifist movement, so that should start generating some, or maybe, but it's so low, the amount of manpower that we have. Where is this? We probably still won't have any manpower. unfortunately. But factory output is also being reduced by this, so that's actually really helpful to get these done. So let's go and keep on focusing on doing this. Again, we're going to do, wait a minute, one thing I didn't think about is the speed. Is the speed any different? Yeah, they're all 60 days, so it doesn't matter. We'll go with this one. Okay, so these guys are done training. Let's go and put them back onto the front. And looks like we have one guy that needs to train, so we'll just put him over here and train him up real quick. Try and keep him trained and get that experience. And we'll take a look at these guys over here as well. And we do actually have a couple that are done. So let's go ahead and swing on over there and see if there's any movements we need to do. We got 2 there, we got 2 there. We have 4 in the capital right now, 2 over here. We need 2 over there. And so that's what we'll do, we'll move these guys over there now. Move 1 over to here and 1 over there. All right, fantastic. And so yeah, I think we will be able to defend some of this territory. I'm thinking Borneo would be the best one to defend. The problem, of course, is that you have to defend the British territory too, because they'll lose it. Zyderzy works. Probably mispronouncing. I know I'm probably butchering that. Spark infrastructure advancements. Work on the Flevel polder has gotten off to a good start, and though many years remain before the project will be fully finished, we can already reap some of the fruits of our hard labor. In gaining practical experience with a land reclamation project of this magnitude, engineers have developed new methods for the construction of roads, railways, and waterways. If we were to invest in these advancements, we could gain significant improvements in these fields for the foreseeable future. So this sounds like an excellent idea, and this will give us infrastructure and construction speed plus 20%. Take political power. I mean, we have the funds for it, but we're not building infrastructure, nor do I have any intentions to build infrastructure either, and that only gives us for a year, so really there's no point on spending it just for an infrastructure bonus. Unless, of course, that tied into other events, which it could have, in which case we would have wanted to go for it, but yeah, I don't know if it does or not. I'm looking to see if these guys have all their manpower. They do. Let's go and get them placed over here. And yeah, we are up to 15 divisions now, so let's go and send 2 more over to the homeland. Let's get the ones that have the most equipment. Oops. Let's get them going over there. We're at 22. Yeah, I think we're going to get a full army over here, guys. It does look that way. We're going to get a full 24 divisions. Fantastic. And this is good for the most part. We will move... well, we have those in the capital. That's fine. We have 2 over there. Yeah, I think we're just about secured here. Maybe get a couple more divisions built, and then we'll go bring some troops to Borneo. I don't think we're going to defend Papua. There's nothing there that's really necessary to defend. We have the grand battle plan. Awesome. Let's go after prepared defenses. I was really hoping we'd have those research bonuses by this point, but we don't. So, yeah, fortunately, we got to do that full time here. But this will get us the defensive bonuses, which are absolutely imperative for holding this. We got a lot of Navy experience, quite a bit. How are we doing on getting that ship done now that we have, the 2 dockyards? We'll get it in July 1939. Okay, fantastic. So I wanted to get through 1938 in this episode, so we'll play for a couple more minutes, try and get there. And then that will result in the war starting next episode, episode 3. But I don't know that we'll join, because of course they would invade, and they did get the Sudeten land, of course, but they would invade the Polish. Of course, allies will go to war, but we would not join immediately. I'm looking to have the war start for us in episode 3 or 4. I want it to be sooner. Basically, I want it to be sooner than it was in the last one. The last one, the war didn't start till episode 5, and that was towards the end of episode 5. So I want it to be much quicker than that. So let's go ahead and do the next one, and we can take a look and see how much we're being affected by this now. So factory output is only negative 15% now, so it reduces it by 5% each time. So we're able to produce even quicker. Taking a look at our equipment, just make sure that we don't have... okay, yeah, we're good to go. We still have a lot of artillery, but I'm going to keep the factory going towards them. And it looks like we got a division from these guys. They built one for us. Awesome. And I didn't even think about the fact that we could go ahead and deploy some of these. So let's go ahead and do that. Get them deployed into our training army here. And we do have a few more divisions done. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and take these guys and put them up to our homeland front. And that will be the full 24 divisions. We did it. All right, so we could always bring more as well if we need to. But at this point, I think it's time to start working on the defense here. Make sure that we have enough divisions to defend all this. So we have 3, 2, 2, 2, and 2. Okay, we'll probably leave this as is then. And with the new divisions, we'll send those to Borneo. We did finish up the research on the naval bombers. Again, we're not going to build those, so yeah, it wasn't really necessary. Just something to do when we didn't want to do the 1939 techs. But now it is time to just focus on 1939 techs. So let's get the advanced machine tools. Again, anything to improve our production is going to be necessary. So you can see that they do have some troops up on the border now, a few of them, but yeah, shouldn't have any issue anytime soon. They're reasserting their eastern claims right now. Let's take a look at the Japanese. They're the ones we're going to want to watch at this point. Small arms modernization. Because yeah, I do expect that they'll likely go to war with the Allies first. Maybe. I guess we'll see. I've played with I don't play with it often, the historical AI focuses on, but I've done it a few times. And I just recalled that the Japanese seem to go to war first with the Allies. And then they have the choice on whether they want to declare war on the Dutch first or the other focus, which would result in them going to war with the French and the British, I think. And I think they almost always do the Dutch one. So we have this option again. And this one is one that we would want to invest in because it's going to give us military construction speed. And we are currently building, oops, it would help if I used the hotkey. We are currently building a military factory, so yeah, let's do that. It's worth the political power. So let's see how that affects things. 25th of December. I don't know if we need to change it up. Yeah, 25th of December is we get it, so a matter of days. So let's go and get the next thing assigned. And I feel like, well, first of all, let me see if there's anything we can do about civilian factories. No, we currently need everything we're trading for. All right, so that's unfortunate. So we will have to, let's go and get one more line of forts. Yeah, let's get one more line of forts, guys. Just get it up to level 2. I just want to preempt this. I know they don't help us at all right now. I just want to make sure that we have them in time, because I sometimes have a tendency to forget I'm supposed to be doing something, and then it doesn't get done, and then I regret it. But I don't want to build too high without that modifier that improves our fort construction. I mean, I guess we have one of them. One of the modifiers. I think there's another one, though, if I'm not mistaken. So we do have the free military factory that I need to get assigned. So let's go and do, are we that short on infantry equipment? We are. Okay, we'll get it into the infantry equipment then. Let's just do this so it disappears. All right, we also have experience. So let's go ahead and throw those into our divisions. And again, we're going to focus on our own divisions for right now, even though I know we only have 8 of them. I mean, I guess it would be wise to try and get some stuff for these guys. At least get them up to 20 infantry divisions and get them some support artillery. Oh, God, we need the field hospitals. All right, so field hospitals need to be first. So we'll get those. Yeah, we'll have to get that first. And since we have the experience, might as well just go ahead and get the, what do we have, anti-tank? Yeah, we have anti-tank. And we still need to change one of those infantry out. But let's go and get the anti-air in here now. And we'll just be 21 combat with, it's fine. Until we get the infantry changed out to artillery. Get rid of one infantry, and then change the other infantry over to artillery. I think is how we're doing it. Yeah, that sounds about right. So let's go and save this. And I did say that I was going to improve their divisions, but I lied. So we'll do it. We'll do it with our next batch of experience, and we are going to be getting some experience from the Point New Supreme Commander, so that'll help. This one takes a lot longer than I thought. Yeah, that's 210 days. I did not realize that. All right, so that really, damn. Yeah, I didn't realize that. That takes a lot longer. Let's go ahead and keep on cracking down on these cracking down on these pacifists. And we are now, we only have the negative 10% factory output now. Recruitable population means we are going to start recruiting troops. Excellent. But we will need those for our troops here, and I don't know how high we'll be able to get it before the war starts, so we won't build just yet. Let's get that higher so that we make sure that we have manpower to replace in here. And in fact, I believe a lot of these troops, don't even have full manpower. Yes, so we're going to have to not only get those in there, but then train them again. We got Concentrated Industry 3. Fantastic. So we're done here till we get the excavation. And so let's go ahead and go after 1939 techs. We can get the next artillery, since we do have a lot of those in our troops. We should probably get Engineer Company, though, to get the entrenchment up. So that's what we'll do. And German Reich does claim Memel. Alright, so they are working on the fate of Czechoslovakia now. British are doing home defense, the French are doing colonial military factories, the Soviets, Operation Z, and the Japanese, the supremacy of technology. So we finally got that done. It took a lot longer than I was expecting. I didn't realize it was so many days, so that was unfortunate. But we did get some research bonuses for industry, but that won't apply, I guess, until the next time. Or I guess it'll apply to the excavation for the resources. So we're going to do Fortress Holland for the fortifications, but I think we should go ahead and do the appoint the new Supreme Commander, get those research bonuses for land doctrine and the army experience, and then get the Henry Winkelmann as well as our new commander. We eventually got to get over there, guys. I'm trying to see if there's anything that's going to delay us from getting this or stop us from getting it. It doesn't look like it. Let's go ahead and do the appoint new Supreme Commander first. Get that. And we are in February 1939. We did achieve our objective here, so it is the end of the episode. Unfortunately, guys, things just end so quickly, don't they? So let's go and take these guys, put them over here, and we're going to go ahead and arrange these around a little bit in the next episode. Go ahead and send some troops to Borneo. We could also protect some of the British possessions. I think, in fact, we'll need to. We'll actually have to have, if we want to protect all of Borneo, we'd need 5 divisions just for 1 in each port. And then it is also very important that we help protect Singapore as well, the Malaya Peninsula. So, because the British never properly defended, and I just don't want the Japanese to get all those resources. So we might have to help defend that as well. Frankly, we need a lot more troops over here, but I'm going to try and hold on to all of our possessions. I want to defeat the Japanese here, so we're going to try and make that happen. We're also going to try and get some coastal forts into the ports, but again, none of that is imperative, like getting the fortifications up here is. Looking at our fortifications that we've got done so far, we still have quite a bit. We got level 2s in a couple places, but for the most part, still got a lot to get done, guys. And we'll probably likely focus, I think we're going to focus on fort production from here on out, actually. Yeah, it's going to be fort production from here on out to try and get up to level 5 now. I feel like we are in a good enough position, and we are no longer have any penalty to construction. So we'll go ahead and focus on that. And then, of course, we've almost got this reduced as well. So that's increasing our factory output and our population that we're getting. So that's helpful. And we still have this one, not really impacting anything too much for the most part, other than our, if we wanted to join a faction. But that's it. We've gotten rid of most of those negative national spirits, and things are going pretty well, I feel, for our defense. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell. Hope to see you on the next episode, and thanks for watching.